What up, it's your boy Dvrth back at it again with another video, and today we are here with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, episode 41. We're getting pretty far in there. Last episode we had an unexpected backstory, which it almost seems to be this show's motif, is to like randomly put in like backstory in which honestly it's not exactly unwanted. I'm not gonna lie to you. It seems a little random to me, but like I'm not complaining, it told us a lot. Looking back at it, it tells us that the Elric brothers are descendants of Xerxes. Their dad, Hohenheim, is basically a living, walking philosopher's stone in the shape of a man. It just showed us a lot. It gave us the backstory for father. It gave us a lot of information. I've been trying to like sit on that and kind of like figure that out, but I feel like I'm at a point I think we're so deep into the story to where like I feel like we're just gonna have to watch in order to see what exactly is going on. So excited to see what happens next. I'm hoping to get a conversation between Izumi and Hohenheim, because they kind of play a part in Father's big plan, it seems like. So we're gonna hop straight into it. If you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Fullmetal Alchemist or something totally different, the best place to that in is always my social media. Links going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early and the full length to these reactions, that's going to be on my Patreon. Links going to be in the description below for that as well. So all that out the way, let's get our headphones. Oh, we also have a Discord. Make sure that they're on. Them bitches is on, and let's just get into it. The first OP was just automatically a slapper whapper to me. I was like, whoa, that was super hard, right? It also helps that like that first OP, I had heard it before, or at least I felt like I think I've heard it before. I'm pretty sure because that's a really popular one. But the other OPs, at first I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but nah, these are hard as fuck. Like they slap. Place is like a maze. Try not to get separated. It's almost like it's a mine. Girl, I know you didn't just trip over nothing. I know you blind, but come on. Okay, you tripped over dynamite. That's dangerous.
Enough. Quit dawdling. They could already be after us.
Scar is such a cool looking character. Like, he's already cool, but he's also cool looking.
We can't take any risks with Kimberly and his men, so first chance you get, take out all three of them.
Ooh.
Understood, sir.
That's real shit. We on an assassination mission. If you see it, if you see the shot, you take the shot. Let's get it. I'm ready. Fuck that nigga. Fuck Kimberly. Yeah.
He's too dangerous to live.
Don't come on.
That about his men. I mean, for all we know,
Okay, the men. Sure, the men. Yeah, okay, I can feel that. That's fair. Kimberly, I'm killing him. That man was in jail already.
This isn't like it was with General Raven. There might be another way.
Have you forgotten the first law?
Shit.
You show mercy in this place, and I guarantee it's gonna get you or your friends killed.
Oh, Jesus fucking. Yeah, see, you don't want that, do you? Listen, I understand the men. Like, his men, okay, maybe we can save them. We don't know their circumstance. Kimberly, he was in jail already, was taken out, and I'm killing Kimberly.
But once you've lived through a couple of wars like we have, you learn some things. Like sometimes, killing someone isn't as hard as letting them live.
These beings are also sometimes called Aurelians.
Oh.
So in other words, an immortal person is seen as a golden being.
But are they golden or are they gilded?
It comes from the man who brought alchemy to Xing. The legend says he was an immortal with golden hair and eyes. And that's where the term first originated.
An alchemist with golden
Oh!
We're starting to wonder if we'd make it.
Why the fuck did I not think of that?
Let's head to Briggs before it turns again.
Oh my god, it's so obvious now. It's so obvious. Look at you, look at you.
You should
Look
hop
at
on
you.
back first, just to be safe.
Look at you. No, no, not Al. Al, get my nigga, bro. Get my nigga, bro. Please, somebody get my nigga.
You saved me!
It was the only way to warn you.
Warn us? About what?
Right.
Briggs
We
has
caught
been
him.
taken over by
Yeah,
troops from
nice.
Central.
We caught him. We're good now.
General Armstrong's gone.
There's a mountain village called Osbeck nearby. It shouldn't take us long to get there.
Okay.
I've been told that some of my people have taken refuge in the slums.
Yeah, more brothers and sisters.
Refugee camp?
There's somebody in there.
In here. Couldn't you have made this thing lighter?
You're strong. You can handle it. Come on. Kimberly's watching.
Check the entrance for tracks in the snow. We'll follow them in if you find multiple sets.
Yes, sir.
Go, Bill Nye. Go, monkey.
Is it clear?
Yes, sir. He's in my sights.
No way is this easy. No way is this easy.
They're just standing there talking. What should I do?
Pull the trigger.
You still target Kimberly.
Yes, sir.
Then aim carefully.
So I feel like he has a plan. Yes, he does. God! Off the wall, Michael Jackson! What the fuck? What the? Big ass fist. Who is this? Not Bill Nye and the monkey. Super Bill Nye and Super Monkey.
We may not see you, but we can smell you.
Fuck right. Slut. Yeah.
You idiot. That stuff isn't going to do you any good. It's too damp.
You sure about that? Do you happen to know what dynamite's made of?
It's
Why does every
isn't it? And nitroglycerin.
Why does everybody forget that he's an alchemist?
Sawdust. Isn't there ammonium nitrate in it too?
Yes, there is.
Why do people forget that he's an alchemist? Like I get
What's that?
that you have to like know.
Ammonia. They're downsized to having a sharp
You have to
nose.
know
I doubt
shit
they'll be of much
in
use
order
to
to
you
like
now.
do shit with alchemy. But like I wouldn't put it past I,
Would you expect
why would you do
right now?
Alright. So you beat your ass and then yeah. Uh-huh. You still a bitch, Kimberly. You still a bitch. I knew it. Oh. Oh, pussy. Oh.
Andy can't transmute now.
Yeah, he does have a second one. I was waiting for that to come into play.
That sense of mercy is about to get you in a lot of trouble.
All right. I was waiting for this. God damn it. Farewell, friends.
Damn it. I can't let Kimberly get
Jesus
away.
Christ. Dude, you have a lot of things that aren't supposed to be in you.
You're kidding. No.
Yeah. God. Holy fuck. Oh shit.
What's wrong?
Right, they're linked. Oh fuck.
Oh no. I'm being pulled back again. What? Pulled back? What do you mean, Al?
I won't make her cry. Especially not over something this stupid.
I mean, dog, you got still a beam in your fucking. Ugh.
Wrong idea. I can't pull this out could use a little bit of help.
We were enemies just 5 minutes ago, and now you're asking us to save your life?
Yeah, dude, cause fucking war isn't that fucking simple, dog. This type of shit has nuance to it.
It's not like we were given orders to kill you. Come on. You're gonna need a philosopher's stone to make this work.
Does he have it?
I'm gonna have to use my own life force, the same way I would use a stone.
Dog!
It'll probably take a few years off my lifespan.
Oh!
I don't really have time to think about it.
Let's get it.
Picture myself as a single mass of energy.
Shit! Oh, what? That's hardcore. Oh, this is hardcore. Jesus Christ, Ed!
I am a philosopher's stone that's powered by a single soul. Remember,
Oh my God.
how it felt to use souls to harness life.
Jesus! Nice! That's real shit. Hey!
What is it?
Hey! Hey, nigga! We got it, we got it, we got it.
Stone, huh? I guess Mr. Kimberly must have lost it. We do owe him our lives, after all. Very true. First
Yeah.
things first. We gotta find him a doctor.
Wow. All right. Hey, that's real though. Man, what a metal scene there, bro. That was dangerous as hell. Like Edward is, whew. He a real nigga for that. I ain't about to lie to you. He is a real nigga for that. Yeah, that was some dangerous shit right there. That was some dangerous shit right there. Okay, so when it comes to this episode, I think the most important thing is the conversation that Miles and Edward had in the beginning, where Miles very much just wants to assassinate Kimberly, kill everybody, get it gone, and then continue on with the plan of getting rid of the corruption in Central and stuff like that. Okay, once we kill Kimberly, then we can figure out what we're going to do about the philosopher stones and stuff like that, right? However, it's in Edward's interest that we don't kill anybody, which is understandable, right? Okay, I'll explain why I agree with Edward's plan, and I'll explain why I would disagree, right? First, we'll start off with why I like immediately would disagree, right? It's very hard to fight your enemy when, I think even Kimberly explained it in their fight, like it's very hard to fight your enemy when your motive is to keep them alive and their motive is to kill you. You automatically set yourself up for failure, and you make your fight your goal harder to achieve. However, here's the thing: it's not impossible, and we'll get to that in a bit. But right now, we'll talk about the cons. It makes it harder for you to achieve your goal. It makes it easier for your enemies to achieve their goal. Here's another thing. Miles also explained that if you go down this path of keeping people alive, even your enemies, that gives your enemies ample time and opportunity to not only hurt you but people around you. If you don't handle the situation immediately, that's more time that the enemy has to be like, kind of hard to kill you, but what if I killed your girl? What if I killed your brother? What if I killed your friends, your family? I could kill anybody. Like, I don't have to kill you just because you have conviction, just because you have strength enough to forge this path, doesn't mean that everybody does. Or at least doesn't mean that everybody does and still survive. So you could do that. You could be like, oh yeah, I'll just keep everybody alive and send them to jail, but a lot of people can get hurt. That's a really difficult path to walk. A lot of people could get hurt besides you. And also Kimberly was already in jail. Which I get Edward's thinking is most likely like all we gotta do is make sure that we get rid of the corruption in Central, and then we can put Kimberly in jail. But that makes it even harder because the corruption in Central is the real fight. Those Kimberly's a stepping stone. Yeah, Kimberly is a difficult opponent, even though he continuously gets dirted. And you know he has 2 Philosopher's Stone. Well, 1 now, but he had 2 Philosopher's Stones, so he's nothing to sneeze at. But you have to realize that even if you were to detain Kimberly, there's a good chance that Central will get a hold of him and get him out again, because that's the entire reason why he's out right now. So that makes it even harder. Like that makes it even harder to reach your goal, to win the fight that you're currently in right now. Now, I say all that, and I explain how much the chips are stacked against Edward and his group right now, to then go into the reasons why I agree with Edward's plan to just not kill, or at least try to not kill anybody, because he may have to, but the idea is to try not to get anybody killed. Here's the reasons why I agree. Most of them are philosophical, but I do believe that in this context it could work. First of all, we have in this show, we have done a lot of talking about the circle of life, and rebirth and stuff like that, circle of life, death and rebirth, all this other stuff, creation, and we have definitely we've seen what side we reside on, or at least we try to reside on, right? Which is life. We try to preserve it, and then we keep the natural order of sometimes people die, right? And while we see Edward in the military, fighting and alongside of soldiers who take life, Edward, we've never seen Edward kill anybody. 2, we've also seen Edward advocate for the preservation of life. When he was talking to Winry, he after she confronted Scar, he was very much like, your hands were made to give life, so when in the beginning of the show, we have a lot of seeing Edward be more intrigued by life itself than the whole side of death and destruction, which is also a part of the cycle. However, it's idealistic to think that you could continue to do that even this far into the game. But like I said, it's not impossible. From what Edward has been doing since the beginning of the show, he has been constantly reaffirming how strong in his convictions he is. Again and again, he has been he has either been confronted by the evil and cruelty and ugliness of the world and continue to fight, or he's been given the authority to take and decide not to. A lot of times Edward very much could have killed somebody, but he was like, let me do it the non-lethal way, right? And so far it's been working for him. Like that's the thing. I'm not going to sit here and say that it hasn't been working forever, because he's gotten himself out of a lot of situations without killing anybody. And also, if he were to, at least in his mind, I'm guessing, like, if he were to just go around killing other people, he'd be no better than the people that continue the cycle of violence that pretty much makes people like Scar and makes people like what's his name? Damn it, I hate him. Why can't I remember his name? Kimberly. Especially after hearing Hawkeye's perspective of the war, like I can't blame Edward for not wanting to kill people, right? Right now Edward is on a path of forging a different way of doing things. Like we're trying to rehabilitate the world, not so much the world. Well, yeah, the world, but we're trying to rehabilitate society other than beat it into submission right now. So I understand where Edward's coming from. Like it's a very idealistic, but not impossible. I think that's one thing that we have to keep in mind, that like it's idealistic, but it's not impossible. And while, you know, we get a glimpse of it in this episode where he gets put in a very bad situation, absolutely like steel pole through your fucking stomach, and like you're bleeding out, you're not gonna make it. And this episode seems to be like a preview, because like we're in the end game now, but this episode seems to be a preview to the viewer, at least. Maybe Edward has already like understood this, but to the viewer at least, of how hard this final stretch is going to be, because you're gonna have to have conviction to be like, yeah, pull the pole out, and I will just reattach my internal organs and stop the bleeding with unseen medical power, right? So I think the episode did a good job of telling, like, not only beginning the episode by saying this is gonna be hard, I hope you know that, and ending the episode with I told you so. You know, like, even though like I agree, yeah, go for it. You know, if this is what he wants to do, go for it. I don't think that going around killing everybody is going to be the right thing to do. Like, you just get the more of the same when it comes to society, right? But at least Edward understands that you know, it's not going to be easy. And like I said during the reaction, there's a bit of nuance to this type of stuff than just, we were enemies, why are you helping? What do you mean, why am I helping? I'm bleeding out. You know, why? What do you mean, why am I helping you, bro? Like, why am I, like, come on. Again, there's nuance to this. Like, we were fighting, you know what I'm saying? We were pretty much at each other's throats, but like, we're still people, right? Like, we're like like when the chips are down, like, you're hurt, you're under rubble, and I'm hurt, I'm under rubble, and we're both just equal, and you start to forget that we're just people. And I think it was a simple situation, in, you know, both sides being, you know, trapped and already falling down the shaft and injured and stuff. But it got the point across very, very well to me, at least, where it was like, yeah, you know, we were at each other's throats, but like, we're both hurt. We're both trying to live, right? And that makes us people. So if we're both people, why the fuck are we fighting? You know, like what's the point of this? Like, we could sit here and tear each other apart like animals, or we could be civilized and understanding and help each other, and we can all make it. Or we could fight and kill each other. I don't know which one you want to do, but I'm trying to live. Aren't you? And that's on brand for what pretty much this entire show has been about. Like, when you get down to it, we're just, why are we fighting? You know? And you know, once again, it's also on brand with the idea of the one being all. And that's why I you know, even though I'm like, yo, you know, this is going to be hard, I agree with Edward. This is pretty much what alchemy is about. And on the subject of alchemy, I'm not sure how I didn't put this together, but Hohenheim is old as dirt. Why wouldn't he be the... Why wouldn't Hohenheim be the one that brought alchemy to Shing? Which I guess I had forgot about that story where she was talking about, like, oh yeah, somebody came and brought alchemy to us, and then we adopted it as our own in our own little way, you know. And it makes sense that Hohenheim would be the guy, right? Which is a big twist in a way, but it was something that was foreshadowed a while ago, which once again kind of adds to the theme of things. But I really want to know more about Hohenheim. I totally forgot that he's old as dirt. Like, he is old. Like, Xerxes was old. I think that's definitely something that I've heard. Xerxes was old as fuck. That was a very old civilization. Like, extremely, like, that was Roman Empire old. And this is in, like, was this like feudal Japan kind of old when Shing started up? Like, this was like, nigga, what did they have? They had slaves and they had slaves and shit. These niggas are not that damn old. You know, I think that's one thing that I forget about this show is that is the timeline. Because we're dealing with, like, some people who like just live forever and things like that. I forget about the timeline a little bit, where some things are not that old. Like, these nations are not that old. They're old, but not for nations, right? Like, they're not that old as a nation, right? Like, even America is not that old of a nation, right? In real world, like, some places are just not that old of nations, right? But when it comes to, like, people like Xerxes, that was forever ago. So when you have somebody like Hohenheim, who is apparently from Xerxes, who is apparently immortal, you have to realize that they probably they were with them niggas, them old niggas. So I'm not sure how that slipped my mind, but it makes perfect sense now that I'm actually thinking about it. It's also really good to have a little bit of, like, world building in this show, where, you know, in this show, it's not so much as world building, it's more of history building, which I like the way they do that as well. Instead of, like, you know, figuring out how things work in the world, it's like, no, this happened and then this happened and then this happened. We're getting the timeline instead of the layout of the land, which I'm totally okay with. It's really interesting to hear. But great episode. I'm waiting to see what the fuck is going to happen with Hohenheim. What exactly are they going? What is Hohenheim going to do here? Like, I don't know what Hohenheim's doing right now. I know he's probably, maybe he's going to Central. I don't know, but what is he doing? I think that's the question here. But great episode. Excited to see what happens with our group, or not our group, but Winry's group. Because real quick, as when Edward went down, Alphonse also went down, which we have to remember that they are some, like, one of the theories was that they are somewhat linked because of the forbidden alchemy that they use when they try to bring their mom back. So if Edward goes down and he dies, Alphonse also dies. So I'm interested to see how that works a little bit more, if they do explain it. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. If you're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Fullmetal Alchemist, Brotherhood, or something totally different, the best place to send that in is always my social media. Link's going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early and the full-length reaction to the episode, you can subscribe to my Patreon. Link's going to be below for that as well. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. Okay, you all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.